this thing on? Yeah. Right. Sorry about this. This is the first time I've gone live on my phone in this situation. I weren't ready for it, in all fairness. Basically, I've just got a block then off Amazon, a reserve block for next Wednesday. Now, I accepted it like I always accept the blocks, and then I'll decide whether I want to do them or not. And the first thing I noticed on the block was there's a pay increase. What did we get? Is it £52 for a 4-hour block? Well, it's gone up to £60 per block. Now, at first it was like, oh, this is quite good, this. Even Oliver, and I was a bit like, yeah, £60 a block, I'll get that done in no time at all, that's going to be fantastic. And then I thought to myself, it's Prime Day, isn't it? They're having that Prime Day on. So is it worth having it? That extra money, is it worth doing the block? In all fairness, I think it's going to take a hell of a lot longer than 4 hours doing these blocks. So I'm on the border whether to get rid of this block now. But the thing is it going to be worth it for you? I have a lot of people telling me, well, I can't get a block done in 4 hours as it is. So if you can't get a normal block done in 4 hours, are you going to get one done in 4 hours when they're doing the Prime Day deliveries? It's going to be quite difficult. To be honest, I don't even think I'd get it done in 4 hours. Now, if I can remember rightly, I'm sure someone will comment on this and prove me wrong, but I think last time they had Prime Day, it was... You're right, you never know, but I'm just thinking about past experiences. Now, I know last year I weren't part of the flex team because it weren't going in Liverpool, but I ordered a hell of a lot, absolute hell of a lot, off Amazon because of the deals, what they had. Now, I think I must have spent a couple of £100 on Prime. So it was delivered all the next day. I remember having a conversation because it was the white van man. So there was no flex drivers, it was just their full-time drivers doing the deliveries. Now, I think he come to my house at 10 o'clock because that was it. He come to my house at 10 o'clock to drop off my packages. And I said, bloody hell, mate, you're a bit late, aren't you? He said, you're not even my last call. I said, what do you mean? He said, I must have about 60, 70 packages to do. I went, you're joking? He said, no. Basically, Amazon were paying them more to come back and do more blocks. When I did it last year, I got 50 to 60 packages. It took me over 5 hours. This is what I mean. It is going to take much longer. I'm sure you're shit hot at doing your deliveries. It was spread out in areas. Well, yeah, it's the same way in the depot I'm in. It's all spread out in areas. Like today, I was doing Wigan. Now, we're in a big part of Wigan. It was just a small part, and it was quite compact. You've got any Prime Day blocks? I have, Michael. I've got one block on Wednesday. Can't remember the time. What kind of deals do they have on Prime Day? Loads, all sorts, from decent stuff to shite. They're going to have tellies on, electricals, you name it, all the way down to books. So it's an array of things. What kinds of deals? Yeah, I've read that. So, sorry, I haven't got my glasses on. So is it just a one day, or is it... I think... It's over a day and a half, but don't quote me on that. It's going to be over 24 hours this time. If I remember rightly, they said 36 hours, but someone else will quote me on this and go, no, it's not 36, it's X amount. What time does Prime Day start? It's on the 11th. Yeah, it's on the 11th. Prime Day starts. So I really think I'm going to be giving me block up because is it worth it? The extra £8 for a couple of more hours. These are great videos. Oh, thank you very much. So you've got to think to yourself, if you normally take 4 hours, no, right, it's not just Prime now, it's Prime, it's everything, it's the Amazon.co.uk, and the Prime now, they have the deals on everything. Unfortunately enough, I weren't on it last year, so I'm not too sure. I just know from past experience. To make sure to take my trailer, I think you need a minibus. Now, you've got to. I think the minimum they're going to give you. This is just what I've been told. You could get up to 80 packages. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're in a lucky position, they're not going. If they give you any, I doubt they'll give you any more than 80 packages. I really do. And you're going to be having multiple drops to the same address. So you could be in a situation where you're only dropping 30 addresses, but they're doubling up, tripling up on the parcels that they're receiving. So it wouldn't be too bad. Do you know what? I'm sure I was speaking to Frank Liuba the other day. I'm going to be really ignorant here. I didn't know who he was until someone's just put a comment. I didn't even see the comment, my other half seen it. And she mentioned it to me. Do you know what? I feel quite appreciated even more now doing these videos, because it's not just regular drives, it's YouTubers that have seen it, and they're basically saying I'm not chatting that much shit than what people think. So I'm glad that I've got like sort of a clue. Sorry, just 1 second. What's my rough pay on Uber? It depends how much you want to work. Now, all the other Uber drivers, if you speak to any of them, they'll tell you how lazy I am. I go out for around 4 to 6 hours a day. I don't do any more. I don't do weekend, or if I do weekends, it's very rare. I don't do evenings. If I do evenings, it's very rare. I've done a couple of evenings. I've done a couple of weekends last week. I did go away for the weekend. I went to Wales, so I had to make up them hours. And unfortunately enough, it was the weekend. But because I was getting around £16 an hour, I didn't stay out that long, in all fairness. I should have, but I didn't. Oh, that would be fantastic, Mark. I have been looking around. I wanted an intro and stuff. Do you know what? I need my glasses on. And I absolutely need my glasses on. Right, I can never deliver more than 24. The app takes you around, not in sequence. Right, I'm going to do an Amazon shift tomorrow. I did get one. I weren't going to do it. I was going to cancel it. But I've been given this new app. I've been told about this new app. So I'm going to try it out. And if it works out well, I've been putting it off in all fairness. But I'm going to try it tomorrow and see how well it works. Because I'll be able to tell straight away how long it's going to take me, or around how long. And if this app's any better, I'll tell you about it. The only reason I haven't told anyone about it is, would I like someone to suggest something to me and it's shit? I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I'd only want someone to suggest something that'll work. So I will do it. I will play with it tomorrow. I go to the Knowsley site and live in Widnes. If I asked them at the depot for parcels in Widnes, would they help me, do you think? Right, so you go to the same depot as me, you're in the Knowsley depot. They're fantastic in the depot. Make friends, not just with the other drivers, make friends with the staff in the forecourt, and just mention it to them. Just say, I'm struggling with how long it's taken me. Have you got anything in Widnes? But in all fairness, I don't think I've had anything in Widnes. I've done Warrington, Wigan, St Helens, Orrell, you know, the whole lot. I've done Kirby as well a couple of times. I've done one in town once. That was an absolute bore. Like, It was 5 o'clock, my shift. That was the last one I've ever done at 5 o'clock. Because you were fighting traffic and half the shops were shut. What time? The shifts in the UK, I mean, between the hours. In the UK, the earliest one I've ever had is 10 o'clock, and the latest one I've ever had is 5:30, I think. Yeah, the app can be a pig. It would be great if it put the deliveries in order. Yeah, you're right. I'll definitely try this app out tomorrow, and if it all works out, I'll suggest it to you. I'll tell you about it. It's a shame. I love Waze. Waze is one of the best sat navs I've ever used. Even if I'm going somewhere and know, I'll still put Waze on because it tells me where the speed cameras are and if the police are on the road. So it is worth having Waze. Now, I'll tell you something. If you do Prime now, I'd use Waze because the highest amount of parcels I ever got on Prime now, really not parcels but drop-offs, was 9. So if you're doing Prime now, use it. If you're doing .co.uk logistics, I wouldn't think about doing it because you'd be there all day putting your addresses in. Now, you do know if you keep your finger on the addresses on the app, it'll copy them. And then this is why I don't mind doing it with this new one. If you just fill my car up, go out the forecourt, and then just copy and paste it, try and do it quite fast. It'll probably take me 5 minutes, but I'll take that into consideration when I'm doing my deliveries tomorrow. Yeah, the Amazon app does give you directions, but the order is a bit shit, to put it frankly. Yeah, it's absolutely balls. If you didn't know, the app, the sat nav that Amazon uses is BlackBerry. It's made by BlackBerry, and we all know how they went with the phones. And so the app's quite rubbish. Plus, I must have gone past house about 6 times today, and it was one of my last ones to deliver to. So I was thinking to myself, why is it doing that? Don't get me wrong, if I was in a bit of a situation today, I was in a bit of a rush in a way. I just wanted my car packed, so I just threw all the parcels in. Normally I'll take the time to sort it out. Now, I tell everyone to sort it out by the sheet because it's easier, but what I tend to do is I do it by addresses. I'll just quickly do it, look at the addresses on there and try to put them in the best order that I possibly can. But it's not always the best option if you're in a rush. But the thing is as well, right, you know the small packages what you get? Tarmac. You know the small envelope-sized parcels? I can't do it because my car's too small, as you've seen. It's a Nissan Note. It's not exactly a limousine, is it? It's not large. But a couple of, like tubs, what you have like under the beds or with kids' toys in it or stuff like that. Take a couple of them out with you. It'll keep them in order. They won't be flying around the car. And it'll just help you keep track a bit better. Let's see, what was that? Yeah, so, and it just makes it that bit easier. Now, a girl gave me a suggestion the other day, which I used to use it when I first started. So when I weren't too sure, actually when I first started, it was a couple of months ago when I started in the Knowsley depot, but I put everything in number order. So in my boxes it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. And it was a hell of a lot easier. So if you get to a house, it's number 6, so you just go straight to number 6, there we go. And you've got like 5, and it's easier to sort out that way. And some people find it even easier than using the sheet. Do you know what? I have myself. I know exactly what that's like. I done an Amazon block a couple of months ago, and a bag split, and I thought I'd got everything from that had split out this bag. If you do logistics, then you're not used to this, but with Prime now you get like paper bags, absolutely shockingly shit. They rip all the time because at the depot they put like 50 million bottles of Coke in it. If you've got like 4 packages, you can't grab them in 1 or 2 hands because it'll just split. So you're like, got to do 2 trips. I'm not a fan of doing 2 trips if I don't have to. But the bag split and it was shite that had gone onto my car. I had another occasion where they done it. They put 2 bottles of vodka and 2 bottles of Coke, and I thought to myself, if you should Coke in there, if it splits, it splits. I'll just freaking just tell the customer. So I'm carrying it to the house. The bag rips, a bottle of vodka all over this fella's step, and he was absolutely gutted. He said, did both smash? He went, no, just one. And he was like, oh, that's all right. Just get us a refund. At least I've got a bottle of vodka for tonight. I was like, all right, sorted. But be careful with the Prime now. Now, if I would have thought about it with the Prime now, same again, I would have got larger boxes just to throw them in. At least you're not doing multiple trips. You can just throw them all in a box and you know it's safe. It's going to get to the house in one piece. Even if you go to like your local Asda or Tesco's or anywhere like that, I was going to say Woolworths, that's been gone for ages. Marks and Spencer's, have noticed, I go to Screwfix quite a bit. To get to the Screwfix round by mine, you've got to go like round the back of Marx's. They have the big pallets there. Not too big, but it'll be ideal for putting your packages in. How do you file your taxes? Do you keep fuel receipts, insurance? Now this is it. I'm on a I don't just do Amazon, I do Uber as well. So if I just done Amazon, I'd just claim for my mileage, especially if you're doing Prime now, because I've done some bloody miles in there. I think in a day, if I was doing like an 8-hour day on the Prime now, I'd easily bypass 200 miles. It's not too bad with the logistics. Normally I'll go 10 miles out my way. I think 15 is the max I've ever done in Wigan. And it's all quite compact anyway. But if you're just doing Amazon, I'd just do your mileage sheets. If anyone wants, do you know what? I'm going to set up a dedicated Facebook account for you to private message me. Because what I'm going to do as well, I've got mileage sheets which I made up myself, which when I started Amazon, I didn't do Uber. So I've done these mileage sheets up. To be honest, I never ever ended up using them because I did keep my receipts. People say, do you keep your receipts if you're just doing your mileage? Do you have to keep your receipts? No, they might not ask for them, but you could be one of the people who they just choose at random and say, show us copies of your receipts, so it's always worth keeping. Now, I know people that work in the tax office and they've said, it doesn't happen really, but it still can happen. But how do you change between logistics and Prime now? Do you get to choose? All right, where do you live, Mark? That's the key question. Right. Are you in Leyland? I can't remember. Just get an accountant, especially if you're doing Flex and Uber. I'm in a position where I don't have to get an accountant. Like I said, I've got friends that work in the tax office, so it's not a big issue with me. I won't be paying an accountant. I do. If any of you in Liverpool and you are after an accountant, I do know a really, really good one. And if you private message me, I can get you those details sent over. Just got a block 2 till 7 at £60. Woohoo! Helen, that is a woohoo. But like I said, you've got to be careful. I think I've spoke to you a couple of times. Chester. Right. Okay, what you've got to do then is you've got to see if your logistics does flex, if you can, if flex drivers can work in logistics there. If they can, then go for it. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but you don't get tips with logistics. But have we got anyone on here that does Prime now? We probably have. Now, just say you've got a 4-hour block. You've got to do your block and then go back to depot, pick your next loads of parts or packages up, and then do it again. So you're talking roughly about 3 hours, might be more. 2-7, that's 5 hours. Do you know what? I didn't even get onto that. That's a strange one. A 5-hour shift. Is that right, Ellen? A 5-hour shift? Do you know what? Right. Right. Do you know what? I don't know. This might go off. If it goes off, I'm very, very sorry. Oh, I was just panicking there. No, mine is a 4-hour shift. But even if it was a 5-hour shift, that maths would be wrong. Just double check. Don't understand why they give you 50 packages in a 4-hour shift. I done the 4 hours on hand back parcels if I can't complete. Yeah, to be honest, you can go and take them back. There's not a problem taking them back. But what they don't tell you when you take them back, it goes against you. Now, I've been told this by some of the managers, not just in my logistics place, but in my Prime Now place. They told me the same. On the application, it says you can pick up from local. On the application, it says that you can pick up from local delivery stations in your area. It's miles away. And I live in a built-up area. Built-up areas are quite good, in all fairness. The more compact the area, the less you've got to travel. So you could have a good couple of packages on each street. I don't know the difference, but oh my word. I don't know the difference between things like Prime Now and logistics. Prime Now is when you're doing 2-hour delivery blocks. So, say I order, you can order foods on it as well. I know you can with logistics, you can do the pantry, the Amazon pantry. But with the logistics, I can go on, you can't do it on the computer. You've got to do it on your phone. You've got to do it on the app. And I can get like a crate of bud now. I can get lemonade, Coke. I can get some basic foods. I think it's actually quite a lot of food. I haven't done a Prime Now order in a while. I might do one actually. And then you get a 2-hour delivery block. So they'll say, do you want 6 till 8, 8 till 10, 10 till 12? My bad, the person meant 14th. I didn't even get onto that. Right, how do you get Prime Now deliveries? On an app. If you just go onto your Play Store, I don't know if you've got an iPhone, I don't know, the iPhone store, I'm sorry. But on Android, it's the Play Store. So if you go onto the Android store, and just put Prime Now in, the app will come up, but it mightn't be available in your area. But it's really, really good. My PlayStation, my Xbox One, got that off it. Got my Shield TV, get Blu-rays all the time off it. It's a shame that there's some things that I haven't been able to get. Right, what's that? Sorry, I meant to deliver as a driver. Oh, have you got Prime Now in your area? If you've got it, it's dead easy. You find out where the depot is, and you just email support and ask if you can change your depot. It's quite simple, but I think they're being quite harsh on it now. I know in my area, I don't know if it's the Speak or the Knowsley depot, they've stopped taking on, they won't let anyone change. I don't know if they're not letting people change because they're losing drivers on the other one and they need them. But I know a friend of mine from the Speak depot, which is a Prime Now depot, tried to change to the logistics depot and they wouldn't let him. So they must be running low on Prime Now staff. It's a wonder because when I worked there, it was overrun with drivers, and that's why I went in the end, because I was just like click, 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 click all day on my phone, and it was doing my head in. Okay, sorry about that. Just got a Facebook message. Right, quick question. I can't find any Prime Now warehouses in my area, and I keep emailing them, but they won't give me a response, only a computer response. Yeah, that's Amazon for you. Right, download the app, the Prime Now app, and see if you can order. If you can order, it's in your area, and then you can find out, then it'll make it a hell of a lot easier for you. Do you use Android? I use Android. I've got an i8 phone. It's not a bad phone. It's not as good as me Samsung, like, but I'm not ready for an update yet. Upgrade. So as soon as that comes, I'll be getting a new Note if it ever comes out. The Note's a nice phone, nice big phone. I can see clearly on it. So it is worth having. But any more questions before I go? Give it a couple of seconds. Let me know, like, where you pick up from. Let me know your depots, if you're in the UK, if you're in the US, and let me know if you do Prime Now or logistics. And tell me what sort of blocks they put out there. If you can do a video on how you sort your parcels, that would be really helpful. Yeah, that's fine. I mightn't do it tomorrow because I'm going to have... it's going to be a bit of a ball ache because I'll be arsing around with that app. So I won't do it tomorrow, but I'll try and do it maybe the beginning of next week. I can order. I have it in the past. So you've ordered off Prime or Prime Now off the app. Musa, that's what I need to know. If you've done a Prime Now order, let me know what area you're in and I'll see what I can do for you, what I can find out. Thanks for your time. See you around. Oh, no problem, Helen. Like I said, if you use a watch, I'll put on message deleted by Driver Joe. Oh, I've deleted a message by accident. I think have I blocked? Oh no. Unblock. I'm so sorry about that, Alan. I blocked you, mate, but I've let you back on now. Fat fingers. Have you got any ideas for videos? Not really so much with Amazon. I haven't. Uber, I've still got quite a bit to do. But Amazon, it's not much you can do with it. I'll keep on thinking of ideas, but if you've got ideas for me, let me know. Yes, alright, then East London. I can find that out for you. Right. Okay, what I'll do is, I don't know how to do it, but I should be able to respond on this. Right, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put a Facebook detail on for... No, do you know what? I have got basic Facebook for like a page. Email me on that, not email, message me on that, and I'll try to get you the information on the Prime Now depot there. I got some connections in East London, so who worked for Amazon, so I should be able to get some details for you. It's not a problem, but don't hold me to that. But to my knowledge, he used to do it on a bike or a scooter, not a push bike, a motorbike. So we don't know how that went like, but I'll ask him tonight. Oh, no problem at all, not a problem. Anything else? Any other questions? How's everyone enjoying Amazon? Maybe one could be signing into the app. Yeah, do you know what? I've been getting quite put off with that because you can't screenshot or screen record it. So, and I'm no good with the holding one phone. Do you know what I need? Some sort of like bird's eye view camera. I'll have to look into that. And then I'll do some more videos on the app. But yeah, I'll keep that one in mind. As everyone that's on now, there's only 2 people and everyone's like done one. But the 2 people that are on there, are you delivering for Amazon or are you waiting to hear back? Any more questions? I'm currently doing logistics at Romford. Alright. Is Romford far from your house? Because if I mention that to me mate, he knows London better than me. I'll tell you what I know about London. I know how to get to Liverpool to Euston and then Euston to Heathrow Airport. And to be honest, I get lost on that half the time. Already missed a flight, but
if I say Romford to him, he might be able to tell me. He should say, yeah, there's a depot here. But anyway, that's me done. Enjoy your day. Any questions, let me know. Please like, please subscribe. And thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate your feedback.